Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Football Team. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Very locked on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Well, just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take back up? I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He's got a 1st down of inside the midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 35. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. Tuck it and run. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And Parkey's kick is good. There kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it here with Logan. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Hodges. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
He was taken down by...
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And the Seahawks first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wilson. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run with Logan. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hodges. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there set and ready for this. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get a first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they try the right side here. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. But they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. And he's in for the touchdown. Final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back?
17-0.
Makes this Washington 7.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
They'll start the third quarter here on on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At his own 9-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a full recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. Relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful. Successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st down, Seattle.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodges. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Hodges. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hodges. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Logan. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Seahawks 14.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
23-yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Play to the running back.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Olivier Vernon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson will find Metcalf. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
10 yards.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll try the left side. Logan. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here's Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Seahawks.
One last shot for Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
27.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, what else is new? They fall again.